Greetings, fellow military strategists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval, Episode 15, Trench Warfare.
My only worry is that raiders don't use ladders, but they didn't path using the built ramps. I don't know. That might have just been a save and load issue more than any other issue, though. I could be wrong about that, but that's my inclination. All right. Who is asking for him back? The Heresy of the Rose. Oh, okay. Do we want to go to war with Heresy of the Rose? Yes. Keep JD? Or no? I'll give you 1 minute to vote on this. So it's a faction that we haven't pissed off yet. I did float the idea of like delivering a whole bunch of coinage or silver because we're pretty wealthy to mend fences. So we could do it that way, is just keep them and then, you know, gift a whole bunch of like silver. And it looks like the keep JDs are going to have it. So if we keep JD, we'll have to face 3 archers and some marauders. 3 archers aren't as bad as the 8 archers or whatever I had to fight before, whatever it was. So it looks like that's going to be the popular option. I'm not going to keep the poll up that much longer. Almost 90% of you say yes. So, all right. Look at them all lined up. All right. Let me think. We already have the traps laid out. So obviously I don't have the trap quarter yet. Let me make sure nobody's in a bad spot. No, everyone's totally fine where they're standing now. So let's get my archers drafted. Too bad I don't have the top built. Did I really run out of limestone? Is that somehow possible? I somehow ran out of blocks? Like, seriously? How? I had so many. Fine. Do until I have, let's say, 200. So there are already some traps set and laid here. And I am going to hug the Merlins here for the most defense that I can get out of these walls. I'm going to lock the front door because it looks like Rager was like, ooh, let's go run outside. And he is, I think, ready to defend. He has a cap. I should put on a helmet. I don't know if I have one. Let's see. Winter clothing. Oh yeah, there's a sturdy helmet. And there's some mail armor. I'll have him wear both. Okay, so he's a little tankier now. And the first person in looks pretty... Is that a Gambazin? I can't really tell. I don't have an eye for that kind of stuff. They don't look heavily armored, most of them. So, especially Amoda, who's one of their archers, looks like naked. Really? Really naked? What are you wearing? Or what aren't you wearing is the better question. And in this instance, we should see the traps work for us, I hope. So here's Quenai, or Queneve. First one in. Yeah, get her. Alright, one down. Let's go for Loda, who does not have a shield. Because the attackers will retreat once they've lost a critical number, it's definitely best to shoot the easiest to kill targets first. So I want to kill Amoda next. She's already dead. Where's their other archers? Redwald? Oh no. Edric next. Already dead. Trala got, like, clipped a little bit, but it's not anywhere near fatal. I didn't realize the doors got built in time. I guess we... Oh, that's hilarious! Ranger built the doors from up here. He built the doors, like... he built the doors as Edith entered. That's hilarious. That is so... I trolled them hard. That is great. I don't really care if the door gets destroyed. It's just wood. Whatever. Alright, now that the archers are dead, there's really not a lot of threat to the rest of the people, so we can just, we just shoot the, you know, kill the weakest links. Your name is so much like lettuce. It's silly. Could I put traps on the bridge? Probably. Traps are most ideal when they snap and then they force meleeers or anyone to be stationary. So yeah, it was really easy that time. And they're retreating. Bye, Felicia. Her name was Felicia. That's great. And Godless Godwin is God losing. And he died! Good shooting, Tex. You okay, man? What's wrong? Can you capture and enslave people? Not that I know of, no. There's not like a... There's a lot of features that you would, you know, that are... the game isn't feature complete. Yet. Time to fertilize the crops? Yeah, seems like it. So Trala got, like... He's not even hurt anymore. It's so much easier to win when they don't have superior range, but all those master archers that came in really did a number to us. So I am not sure if like enemies will use ladders, but I will try to build this with ladders, and we'll have to learn together. It also comes to my attention that I'm like basically out of wood. I could break down our old shack, too. It just doesn't hurt to have that shack out there. In case, like, we're getting chased by raiders and we need to dip into cover. I don't know. I don't think it's ever going to really help us. Are any of the shields worth keeping? Well, I have the woodworking broken down. I didn't see any big shields, though. Some of these bows aren't too bad. That war bow is 3.7 DPS. That's not bad at all. This shield's okay. So dig. Oh, about that far. That's a lot of traps to be set. And then we probably want the end of the thing to be a ramp down to a door that we can open and close so we can control the flow. At some point, someone will unlock that. Yeah, there we go. We are unlock the front door. We weren't unlocking the door because everyone was asleep. If you were wondering about that. So armorer. Done and done. The corpses are gonna get torched very slowly if they aren't roofed. There's a bit of a stability problem. Also, there's the whole, like, I don't have the blocks for it problem. But we have... Oh, nope. Definitely the traps can be triggered on ourselves. I'm 99.99999% sure that Jungian just did just that. Self-trigger. Because they have a severed artery leg injury. And they were fine a minute ago. So go coalesce in the base, and I will uninstall these and put them in the corridor once the corridor was dug. So it's a nice project, I guess. Liara, you're tending, cool. Jungian had a lost friend and then triggered a trap. They've had a bad time. Alright, so these traps are all uninstalled, ready to go in the corridor once the corridor is dug. Now that it's not raining, I'm also going to grab Rager and Scumdog to get rid of some of the bodies, because bodies make people really unhappy. It's easy enough to bury them. Curious how long this will last? I think I'm 20 minutes from max time. Oh, Oak Brethren Faith decreased. So, like, it wouldn't take much to push me over to the midnight. So here's the armor, where I can start to make light armor. I would need to research stronger armor to make the good stuff, but that comes in later tiers of research. And you guys wanted me to do Trap Corridor, so that will wait until I have a library. So technically it will be a little sketchy to like rearm this trap corridor, because it's, unless I build like side corridors with a bunch of doors, which I could do, but I'm not going to be doing that first iteration. We do run the risk of triggering it on ourselves. Oh, and chickens arrived. I don't know. Oh. Okay. All right. Chicken arrived. The minute I looked at the chicken, the fox had killed it. And I think the foxes are going after the second one, too. Yep, they're both dead. Okay, well, yeah. Thanks for that gift, I guess. I'll sort of appreciate it. Sort of. That's hilarious. It's one of the issues of having way too many predators and not actually culling them, is you get situations where it's just like stupid like that. I think it's hilarious. I don't mind it, but it was pretty funny that it was like, oh, chickens! Never mind. God, so many dead people. How many did we kill, man? We've already burned like 3, and do we really kill 11 people? Seriously? I don't remember doing that. Who's unhappy? Is it Jung again? Yeah, it's Jung again. Friend die. Friend die will go away in about a day, though. And then it's just like, saw dead bodies. Wah, wah, wah. I feel like I'm so mean to Jung. It's like, yeah, your friend died. I get it. It would take me longer than what it took you to get over that. I shouldn't tease you about that, but in a survival game, it's like, well, either you can contribute to the survival of the group, or you can wallow in your own pity, and wallowing in your own pity gets everyone killed, so your choice! Also, absolutely, my goats are smoking. They're smoking hot. They're keeping warm, I think. I'm glad there's not flammability in the game yet. I know it's on the roadmap, but if there was, I would have some flaming goats, I think. And a lot of yelping noises. Jungian is rebellious because they were slightly hungry. Dude, I haven't eaten in 9.5 hours. You were resting because you stepped on a bear trap. I just can't even. I've had a bowl of cereal today. Oh, you know, my lovely wife brought me some cookies and chocolate, though, which I have not eaten and probably won't. It's a pet peeve of mine to eat on stream. I try not to. I don't personally have misophonia, but I totally understand people that do, that don't want to hear other people eat on a microphone. And I would probably have the kindness to mute myself, but I'm not hungry. I'm fine. No tea? No. I've had coffee, though. I've had refills of coffee, which I probably should stop drinking now that it's 9 at night. So, move over to water. Am I gonna rebel at my lovely wife? Well, she offers to bring me things. Like, once upon a time, she would, like, bring me, like, PB&Js and things like that. But I would never really eat them until the end of the stream. And I might as well just have, like, a fresh sandwich at the end of the stream rather than, like, cramming things in, you know, when I do a be right back break or whatever. Like, I'll just wait. It's fine. All right, so we're almost done with the Upper Merlin defenses as well. Liara, I'm going to have you cook a body. That sounds disgusting if I phrase it like that. Scumdog is nearly done with the trap corridor. And then once that's cleared of the materials that are there, I will arm it all. Rager is feeding the smelter. So another thing that's important to note is smelting furnaces and smokers and things like that. They were designed not to be affected by rain. So as you can see, it's outside in the rain, but it doesn't matter. It's funeral pyres that matter. And campfires, if you're trying to cook outside. Although this late in the game, if you're trying to cook outside, you've got some issues. And we're finally replenishing our vegetables. And it's the 6th of spring. So that gives us kind of an idea for next year, if there is a next year, depending on how long I go, of when to expect to be able to start making food again. Who's unhappy? Still Jung? Oh, Scumdog. Oh, there's Scumdog. And Rager. We're doing a little bit of R&R here. Rager was just on the cusp, I think. They don't really love working in the rain and stuff like that. I don't blame them. I wouldn't like that either. Wait, where'd my... I had more silver than this. Did we use silver for something that I am not aware of? Mechanical components is iron only. And I'm not using metal anywhere else. So where'd the silver go? It's not like I'm going to miss it. I mean, I have a lot of it. But I do find it very strange that I just, like, lost silver out of nowhere. And definitely no raiders even survived, so it's not like they stole it. Yeah, I don't know. That's a very, very fair question. There we go. Very simple trap corridor. If you're wondering, I came up with this design myself, which is why it's ugly as sin. But it ought to work, and that's what matters. So once we have the ramp and the door built, I'll line it. I'll probably want to haul everything out of there first, so there's fewer chances to actually trip the traps. But then I'll line it with traps. Make sure I'm not going to make booze with the crops. Well, I have a pretty good amount of booze, so I'm just going to pause all booze production so that everything goes right back into the farm field. Because I know that we wouldn't want to harvest the red currants only to make booze out of it, because I want a full field of red currants. It's actually very possible that last winter there was so little to eat out here that there's like essentially no red currant bushes because the fauna ate the flora. I'd say that's likely to be the case. Another cow, male or female? La femme. Lady and folk. Cool. Well, someone will rope it. Who is going to rope it? Tralla? Raise that priority, as if Tralla is not already busy enough. Here, let's just go for it now. Because I can definitely see it just like being eaten by something stupid. Does this game have the mechanics like RimWorld? Yeah, it's pretty RimWorld-like. For sure. So all that's left to do is to haul all the materials out of the stairwell. And we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 traps. 12? Yeah, 11 traps to stop enemies from... Ooh, wow, that cow teleported. That's amazing. To stop enemies that are ingressing. Like to try to kill bowmen or whatever. It's maybe not enough to kill a lot of bowmen, but it's better than what we have now. Which is like 2 traps. So with the trap corridor done, I'm going to leave it in as a priority if you want me to improve upon it. If you want like more traps or like a way to reset them more safely. But there you go. That is the next project. Got 5 minutes to vote on that. So do you want bedrooms, a church, a moat, wall, defenses, smelter room, trap corridor, improvements, library, or great hall? How random are the random events? I don't know. They're sort of random. Yeah, I would say they're random. They're not like scheduled per se. I mean, the raids are kind of like predictable, but the other events are very random. Like whether animals wander in and whether you get cold snaps or hailstorms or thunderstorms, things like that. They seem a way bit more random. Here, bud. How many bodies? 3 bodies left. And we're starting to haul to stockpile too. Good. Cleaning up. Oh, JD actually wore the clothing that came in. It's flimsy, but... Oh, that's force equipped. Never mind. I might want to go through people's clothing and the like to make sure not to force equip anything. So Cap is auto. This is auto. Liara, auto. Auto. Force equipped on Rager. A lot of Rager stuff will be force equipped because I forced it on. Auto. Auto. Forced. So Tralla has force equipped stuff. So Tralla, I'm going to have you pull your clothing off and allow it to be hauled. So there is clothing to be worn. We just need to put it on. Also seems like I need more floor space. A lot of the floor space that we currently have is will be filled back in once the bad clothing is destroyed, broken down. Like this piece of clothing, for instance, definitely could be removed. But I'll make the storage room just a little bit bigger. Our food cellar is really filling up nicely now, finally. I'm going to have Liara deal with the... Alright, JD, you cook for us. Tralla is going to be tailoring for a bit, trying to catch up on tailor tasks. So I'm going to keep going with winter clothing, only because it's in this biome, it really does not get cool enough to warrant warm clothing, as far as I'm concerned. So winter clothes and caps, I will continue with. Do until we have two, let's do 3 each. But then we have dismantling a bunch of things that don't fit. I'm not sure you finalized the work order for the damaged ones, for the damaged clothing. So let's take a look. All flimsies, correct. And everything under 55 that isn't flawless, correct. It's good. At least for the tailoring bench. It's just that Tralla is so overburdened with work that he wasn't getting around to it. So it wasn't that I hadn't done it, it was that he was too busy to do it. But he's doing it now. Dismantling everything we don't need. Animals do need to be fed. I have a lot of hay. I have 600 more hay, so that's animal fodder. You can make animal fodder from scratch here on the to make animal feed, where you can like turn vegetables or whatever into animal feed. But as long as you have hay grass, that's enough for them to eat. And at some point, maybe we run out of hay grass, but that's not a problem at the moment. Maybe it was the other bench? Well, that's limestone. This is all flimsy metal stuff. All... Well, okay, it was off by 1%, but I don't think that's what you meant. All damaged metal stuff that isn't flawless. And then this bench is all flimsy wooden stuff. I guess there's one other, like, dismantle for non-flawless damaged wooden clothing, but there's not a lot of wooden clothing that I think is going to be brought in. It's like wooden armor, bone helmets. I guess there's some shields too. So yeah, there was one incomplete bill, and we have it now. No, don't be sorry. I'm glad you have me double check, because I am known to error a lot. So it's better safe than sorry. And I'm glad people keep me on my toes. After 9.5 hours of streaming, I'm definitely privy to make mistakes. Speaking of which, let's get rid of that poll. Looks like bedrooms are the next thing. First thing is to make pathways to the bedrooms themselves. So the plan is to put bedrooms here, overlooking the farm fields, sort of embedded into the fortress. where there's a walking path here. And at some point, I'll probably want to have this elevated hallway in here connect to the bedrooms internally as well. I'll have to work that out, whether it's a door here or something like that. But I don't want to have people have to climb ladders every time they want to go to the bed. But first things first, walking path to the bedrooms. Get that mined up. This still needs to be hauled, but I'm patient. So the trap corridor still needs to be done. So finish the set up the trap corridor and build bedrooms. Now another question I have for you guys is, should I try to pay tribute to hostile factions? If yes, that means that I would make a focus in trying to get the research for preserved food, because we're not going to be able to do it without preserved food. But if you want me to do that, I would try to prioritize making silver ingots and preserved food, so that we can, we can sort of pay for some alliances. So that's up to you. And I'll leave that up for 5 minutes. Can we get traders that way? Yeah. They'll come in with trade caravans, provided we court them in this way. Yeah. There's a horrible roundabout way of answering your question, but yes, it will work. The other thing I could do is to set up merchant stalls, so that if merchants come to visit us, they have a place to set up a stall. So I'll set up a merchant stall like up on the cliff here. Oh, that blocks a ramp. But so that if merchants do come, they muster somewhere predictable. I'll put it there. It's weird that it's on the mountain. I don't have a better place for it. Actually, I will have a better place for it once this cartography table moves. I can put up stalls here. 1 and 2. I think it will look nice. Jungina, are you over, dead friend? Sounds so insensitive. You are, so that means everyone is. Hey, guess what? Everybody, back to work, back to work. Cracking the whip here, I know. So merchant stalls is just somewhere where incoming merchant caravans will muster, and then caravan halts is where we muster to go out to the map. And it looks like yays are winning, so that is a consideration where we could bring either Lady or Folk and bring maybe Liara to do like trade gifting. But I do have silver ingots as a like forever queue right now, so we get a lot more silver ingots. I forget. Where? Oh. Okay. I'm going to end this poll. Well, no, one more minute to vote in that poll, but I am going to offer Hilda help. She is running from baying hounds. I don't even know who's chasing her exactly. It won't tell me. But she is being chased by archers and marauders, so it would be really good for me to clean up that trap corridor in preparation. And she is good at marksman. Oh, she's... I know our passions. So botany is a nice one to have. Same with marksman. So it's not bad. I'll look at the top. Oh, the Faithful Sons of England. Oh, right. Thank you, JD. All right, let me end this poll. Do we want to go to war with the Faithful Sons of England? So if we admit Hilda and keep her, we go to war with Faithful Sons of England again. Or not again, but for the first time. We're going to have a lot of apology tours with our silver bars to make, it seems. But it's up to you. So if yes, we admit Hilda, and then we potentially have another enemy, which, you know, we are getting a lot of enemies. And if no, we say, sorry, Hilda, and we get a little upset that we turned her down. I don't mind either way. If you want me to go to war, the thing about the raids, I will say ahead of time, is they're sort of planned in advance. So it's not necessarily that the more enemies that you have, the more raids that you get. It's just that the different factions, it's different factions that will raid you. All right, looks like we're gonna say we're gonna help. So current priority is trap corridor. It's getting busy up there. Trap corridor, bedrooms, and gift caravans. So Hilda, let's take a look at you. She is precious. So she's very thin-skinned and delicate. Need to keep her comfortable or she'll get pissed, and also contemplative, so her mood doesn't change quickly. Well, at least that's good. Medicine, marksman, intellectual, carpentry, botany, and smithing. So let's do her jobs, and also, now that we have her, the raffle timer. Above my head, good luck. So she'll also be someone that doles out medicine. So her and Liara are going to be our medicine people. I want her to hunt and then grow. She's not great at botany yet, but she will be. So she's going to be our backup botanist for now. She's a decent carpenter, but I'm going to keep... Oh, I don't have a carpenter. I'm going to have Rager continue to do carpentry and smithing. Okay, cool. And how is she hurt? Minor arm lacerations, that will recover pretty quick. She will also require another bed. I think we are at our bedding capacity now. We have no more space after this, so we'll need... It's good that we're doing dedicated bedrooms. I mean, I could fit one more in, but it would become quite a mess pretty quick. And I have 1 day and 9 hours to prepare. So I'm going to micromanage a little bit to try to get the trap corridor cleared out so that we can set up traps and prepare for the enemies. In fact, I am going to arm the trap corridor, and this will be a bit of an experiment to see if it works. I am not certain that the enemies will climb ladders. I hope they will, but I've not double checked. So I don't know if that's the case. So factions that we're positive with. We're friendly with the Church of the Third Coming, the Church of Restitution. So the Faithful Sons of England, we are pissing off now as a result of that alliance. I mean, oh well. Yeah, I like our entryway. It's nice. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 23rd and December 24th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this episode was cut from a live stream marathon, and all the content has already been recorded, so changes cannot be made. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and a link to that can be found in the description of this video, and also a link to Discord if you would like to join my online gaming community. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and everyone that turned out to the live stream, and also viewers like you that made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow restitutionists and oak brethren.